And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are back in Automation, the car company Tycoon game. And we're coming back right where I left off with the XC8 engine. So, let's take a look. So right now we're looking at a 3.6 liter V8 engine. Pretty beefy. Alright. You can see all the stats here. We're just in the final refining stages. Alright. So, we got a bit more octane to spend. There. 229 horsepower at 6,300 RPM. Now, can we do anything else here? Let's take a look. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, so we have to pretty much go with that. Now, I just want to take a look at something here. And I lagged my game to hell in a handbasket. Doesn't really change anything. A little bit more torque. Smoothness goes up by a bit. But that's about it. And this thing's a monster. Alright. Just for fun, let's see how she sounds. What about with no muffler? I like that sound. Alright, let's move ahead and actually into the car design. Okay, so 0 to 62 miles an hour in 6.1 seconds. 6.1 seconds. Yeah. We're actually trying to see if we can make the wheels a bit wider. To boost that a little bit. Just to deal with that. Now, I don't think that we can actually... Yeah, I don't think we can actually get this thing, the wheel spin down that much. We have to really space this out. Yeah. I think that's about as good as we're going to get it, to be honest with you. Unless we just go straight up semi-slicks, you know? Not even that. That's not going to do it. Alright. It's just the tire quality itself is going to be the issue. Alright. Brake type. Oh boy. We gotta do this again. Yeah. So we're going to have to switch up to 3 pistons. Look at that. Yeesh. Rear solids. Nope, we're sticking with venteds then. Oh, we're still looking at about 33 meters for 62 to 0. That's not bad for this era. That isn't really bad at all. I mean, you do got to be careful in the beginning that when you hit the brakes, you know, that's an issue. Okay, so back here, if we go up a little bit on our rear brakes, what's that going to do to us? We need a little bit more cooling, too. Much better. Yeah, there's just not much I can do about it. Now I want to experiment with something here. We're at 31 and 38, right? Now I think that probably if we don't need a part, it's going to be that rear lip. Alright, so we're down to 37. But our top speed didn't increase by that much. Okay, so it gets up to about 96, and you don't want to push much faster than that. Alright, so that's what we're looking at there. We're a 4-seat sport, premium, no power steering, because this is a sports car, and apparently sports car drivers don't like power steering. I don't get it. Trust me, I don't. Alright, so camber. Now, I'm going to assume that anyone driving this car there we go. Now, what we are going to do is we're actually going to go to a gas twin tube design here. Okay. Which gets us some of our drivability back. Good. Now, what is this saying on detail stats? Alright, they don't like the bottom out, the power steering, lack of power steering, rather. They really don't like that whole brake balance thing, or the tires, for that matter. Well, how much am I gaining on the tires? Let's see. Yeah, we're going to keep the semi-slicks because that isn't a huge difference. Okay, brake balance, they don't like the engine, they don't like the tires. They don't like the wheel spin, the driver height. Yeah, well, fine. I don't think there's much I can do to increase the drivability on this model, to be honest with you. Understeer, oversteer is less of an issue. Chassis stiffness is still an issue. Brake balance is still an issue. But it's looking a lot better. So we now have the LE8S, right? Right. So let's do another design here. Let's do a new trim. We'll call this trim the Basic. And we're going to do transverse front-wheel drive again. 3-door model. Move into engine land. So I have the XE8, which is allowed, or the CS1B6, which is also allowed. But let's actually go with the Zephyr 1.6, and we're just going to use the Alpha Zephyr 1.6, which produces a whopping 93.1 horsepower. But it is cheap. It is very cheap. It is the cheaper chicken. Get a bit more quality there. Bit more quality here. We still got valve float going on, but there's not much I can do about that. We're doing short cast, double reverse flows. Let's go back to the car design. So, this is going to be an automatic with a torque converter with 4 ratios on it. It is right now saying it's going to do 120 miles an hour. It isn't. We know that right off the bat. We know you're going to do medium compound roads. That's our tire width. Steel rims. And we're going to go solid, single drums. None. Required is 89.2. So, let's go back to here. And go back into here. And let's go with our vents. Or no, let's go with grills. Grills. So, 89.2. Click. Let's do that. Make it a bit bigger. And we also want to badge it up, right? Badges. And we're just going to use our standard old badge. This is a baseline vehicle. It has a standard badge system. Alright? Exhaust. Nothing fancy. And handles, we're going to go with cheaper handles. This car actually wants the black plastic look. And we also want to redo our vehicle design a little bit. Make it a bit less swept there. There we go. Okay, good. We're going to back over to here. And we're going to make this a 5-seat standard twin tube passive normal. Okay, so they don't mind that. This is basically a family car. It's a commuter. Let's say it's a commuter. Yeah, commuter. They don't like the engine. They like the tires more, but not great. Driver height's still an issue. Okay. Suspension quality, fine. Brake fade. They want the brake fade fixed. We will fix the brake fade. High as we can get on those brakes, buddy. Let's see what that does. Yeah. Alright. They like it like that, apparently. They like it like that. Alright, fine. That's fine by me. Alright, what else do we need to fix? Sportiness they really just don't like because it just has terrible top speed. Oh, we forgot to put in power steering. Click. And let's make sure our speed's set up correctly here for 111. My Camry went faster than this. I mean, seriously, my Toyota Camry goes faster than this car. Practicality's still pretty high. Decent MPG as well. Alright, so, why still think we got brake fade going on? We still have brake fade going on. We still have brake fade. Okay, so that's good, that's good. Alright, so we have this car now. Let's look at the markets for it. Fun, oh, list mode, please. Sport budget, yeah. Alright, so we're cheaper, but not as good. Fun premium, we are more expensive, but we are better. Fun, we are better and more expensive. Oh no, we're less expensive, but and better than the competition. Okay. Fun, we are better and more expensive. Light sport, no. We're close on computer, but we're more expensive. Less expensive. Ha, less expensive. Look at that. I wish I knew what these numbers actually did. Now, I have no idea what Archana is. Well, we're competing pretty well. Somehow we're competing in muscle cars. We are sort of competing here. We're better, but, you know. Yeah, alright. So let's switch back to Gazbian. Because we're getting the leaded ban in 79. So we're kind of preceding ourselves here for the 79 bans. Okay, good. So we're looking pretty good here. Alright, that's a good vehicle. So I think the next one we're going to do is we're actually going to do a new model of the Voyager. And this is actually going to be our luxury sedan. '76 Voyager. And we actually want sedan bodies here. There we go. We're going to keep that swept look that we have on most of our designs. Of course, I have these annoying things in the middle of my screen now, but... Alright, so let's take a look now on our next page. Monocoque, galvanized. We'll go with transverse, double wishbone, double wishbone. With steel panel material. Alright, we'll use the same headlight design here. Very good. And now we'll move forward a bit. Four-door, transverse four-wheel drive, and we'll call this the LE. This will be the LE8, because we have an idea. She said, I'm going to use the same bloody engine. I'm just going to throw an XE8 in there. I mean, why not? You know? We already have the engine. Of course, the game's going to freak out on me. Okay, so now they're saying the engine's too big. I don't see that at all. Yeah, unable to load engine. Engine's too big. Okay. Of course, it doesn't tell me which direction it's too big in, which is an issue. Thanks, game. Thank you. Now, I know I can fit the CS1v6 in here. So you're saying that's too big. All right. So we'll figure this out later. I think the game just kind of bugged out on me. So we'll figure that out later in the next episode. But for now, this has been Mr. Kassarian. Thank you so much for watching. We will work on the 76 Voyager in a bit. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. I certainly have. And I'll see you guys next time.